Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel APM Guide. In this video, we are going to discuss about the complete course on APM ecosystem. Okay, and the list of topics covered as a part of this course. First, we'll cover about the brief introduction to the APM ecosystem overview. So, what exactly the APM ecosystem and what are the components, important components we have in the ecosystem. Okay, we will discuss briefly on the APM ecosystem. Okay, once it is done, we will move to the client. So what exactly client is used in the APM ecosystem and what type of clients we have and how we have to use this one. So what are the importance of clients in the APM ecosystem? So we discuss completely on the clients. Okay. Once it is done, we'll go to the drivers. Okay. What exactly drivers? What are the types of drivers? And how important it plays the role in the APM ecosystem. So we'll discuss about the drivers here. Okay, and once drivers is done, we'll move to the plugins. Okay, we discuss completely what exactly plugins and how we have to install, how we have to use this plugin, and how we have to uh, run the APM server with the plugins. So all this we discuss about the plugins here. And next one is the tools. So we discuss what's the importance of tools in the APM ecosystem. Okay, and the next one will be the last one will cover the APM Doctor. Okay, this is very important concept in the APM ecosystem and what exactly the APM Doctor uses. Okay, we discuss about uses and how we can able to use this APM Doctor to verify that all the components are installed properly or not, any issues are there. So all we discuss about that one. Okay. So please, I request you please go through the till the end of this video so that you can understand the complete APM ecosystem. Okay. If you like this video, please click on like button and subscribe my channel. So please start learn the APM ecosystem till the end of the video. Okay. Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel APM Guide. Today we will discuss about what is APM ecosystem. Okay, see, as we know, APM is a open source project and APM has its own ecosystem. Okay, see, this ecosystem is nothing but a group of or a cluster of related softwares and tools. Okay, by using this ecosystem, we can able to determine whether the functionality of a given app, that is the application under test, is working or not as expected. Okay, in this ecosystem, mainly we have four components, that is the client, drivers, tools and plugins. Okay, and coming to our first component, that is client, that is client. See, what is the use of a client here? What is a client? See, these clients used to link the APM to our automation code. Okay, and these clients used to write, by using these clients we can able to write and run the APM scripts. Okay, and we have to remember we have two type of clients, that is the official clients and other clients. See, official clients, these clients are currently maintained by the APM team. Other clients are not maintained by the APM team and we use with the other languages. Okay, let's see. I'll open my Eclipse IDE. Okay, and I'm using Maven dependency here. So my client is APM Java client here. I go down. See, yeah. See, I am using a client Java hyphen client, which is for APM client, APM Java client. Okay, by this jar contains basically the packages, classes and methods which are used to generate the code which can understand by the APM server. Okay, so we go to next slide. Okay, so we here in this part we are creating, by using this client and any IDE, I am creating the automation scripts in a language, okay, which can understand by the APM server. After creating this code, I am requesting to the APM. Okay, I send a request to the APM server. Okay, and this APM server will process this code and it will send. See, it will create a capability, as per capability, it will forward this request to the particular driver, from the driver to the end device. The end device may be a real-time device or a cloud device or a emulator. Okay, so this is a use of a client, and here we have some set of clients here. As I told, we have two type of clients. There is officer client and the other clients. These are all the Appium Java client, Appium Python client. So remaining clients are maintained by the Appium team. And if you come to robot framework and web driver IO, Nightwatch is not officially maintained by the Appium team. Okay, these are a community. Okay, so this is the use of client here. So we'll talk about next component, that is the drivers component. See what happened when I send a request from the client to the Appium server. From there it has to send to the end device. Here the drivers comes into picture. Okay, so what is a driver here? See, these drivers used to link Appium to our test device. And please note that at least one driver is required. Means in our capability we had to write one capability, that is the automation name. Okay, it may be a, see for example, for if I using iOS, I had to use XUITT. Okay, automator XUITT test. And if we are using the Android, I had to use UI automator 2. Okay, so if you come to this, and here also in driver also we have two types of drivers, that is drivers maintained by Appium team and other drivers which are not maintained by the Appium team but used to target other platforms. Okay, you see here, see these are the drivers. Okay, as I told, if you want to work with Android platform, we are using UI Automator 2. And if you want to work on iOS platform, and we are using XUIT test. Okay, and if you go to here, see from here the drivers come to picture. Okay, from Appium server, I am using this platform name Android. It will go from here, and this is the my driver concept. Okay, and this is the drivers. So we'll depth in our coming videos. We'll discuss more about in depth about clients, drivers, all these things. Okay. Next component is tools. See, next component we have tools. See, these tools basically is not related to our testing activity. Okay, so nowhere we are using, when you are executing our tests, right, we are not using these tools at all. Okay, but okay, that we not involving these tools are not involved in our testing activity, but these tools will help us in installation and test development. So if you come to test development, right, we have Appium inspector. Okay, and one more tool we have Appium Doctor. Okay, see, as we know, Appium inspector used to identify the elements, okay, to give this element values, elements locator values, all these things, right? By using Appium inspector, it will use to develop our scripts. So how means we can able to locate our by using this thing we can able to get the elements locator and this locator values. Okay, this is the use of Appium inspector. So, and this is a part of our tools. And last one is the Appium plugins. See, we have one more component called plugins. Okay, see, these plugins is used in various ways to extend. Okay, extend or modify the Appium behavior. Means we can able to add the reports. See, if we go here, if I go one, see these plugins. So whatever plugins we have, see, as I told, we have two type of plugins. That is the official plugins. These plugins are currently maintained by the Appium team, and other plugins which are not maintained by the Appium team, but it can provide additional functionalities. Okay, so you can see the official plugins. That is the execute driver, which is maintained by the Appium team, images, Appium team, and other teams, other plugins. Okay, and we have one more plugin, reporter, which is not maintained by the Appium team. Okay, so this is the ecosystem which is used to help our test execution run properly. Okay, and we know we have the four components, that is the client, drivers, tools and plugins. So all these four components with Appium is known as a Appium ecosystem. Okay, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Keep learning and happy learning. Thank you. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. Today we'll discuss the client, okay, which is a part of a Appium ecosystem. Okay, so what is a client in a Appium ecosystem? See, these clients are used to link our Appium to our automation code. So means we need these clients to write and run the Appium scripts. Okay, and here we have two type of clients, official clients and other clients. These official clients are maintained by the Appium team, and other clients are not maintained by the Appium team and can be used in other languages. See, this client, we write our automation scripts, okay, in the Appium understandable language, and we send the request to the Appium server. Okay, so we will discuss more about the Appium Java client. Okay, first of all, so we have, as I told, we have two type of clients, right? One is official client, that is Appium Java client, Appium Python client, Appium Ruby client and Appium .NET client. Okay, suppose I want to use Appium Java client. So how I can able to use? See, if you are using Maven, I can add this direct dependency to our POM XML, or if you are using the Gradle, use this dependency. Okay, currently I am using the Appium Java client here. So in Maven dependency, I have Java client, Appium Java client, and I have added the dependency in there. Okay, so by adding this client, I got the jar file which contains the packages, classes and methods where I can able to develop my code, okay, to test my app. Okay, and this code I will send to the Appium server as a request, and this Appium server, this process request and sent to the drivers. From drivers it may go to the end devices. Okay, and if you come to here, and apart from Java client, Python client, we have .NET client, Appium .NET client, and we have Ruby client. Okay, if we click on here, so it will give the details how we need to install this Ruby client and how we can able to use this Ruby client. And same thing, if you click on this link, it will give more picture about how we can able to use this .NET Appium .NET client. Okay, and this is a basically use of clients in our Appium ecosystem. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Okay, keep learning and happy learning. Thank you. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. Today we are discussing about the driver component and its importance in our Appium ecosystem. See, driver is one of the component in our Appium ecosystem, and it is very important component in our Appium ecosystem. And this come in the picture after once the client sends the request to the Appium server, the Appium server has to send this request to our end device. It may be a physical device, it may be emulator, or it may be cloud. Okay, to send the request from Appium server, we should have at least one driver is required. Okay, so at least one driver is required in Appium server. Okay, and we have two types of drivers, that is official driver and other driver. The driver which are maintained by the Appium teams or official drivers, and the drivers which are not maintained by the Appium team or the other drivers. Okay, you can see here. So what are the official drivers? The official drivers are these drivers: Chromium, Espresso, Gecko, Mac2, Safari, UI Automator 2, Windows, XUIT test. So basically we concentrate on the UI Automator 2. Okay. As I told, this drivers comes into picture of the Appium server. Okay. And if I go to the UI Automator 2 driver, if I click on here, see, it says as Appium UI Automator 2 is a test automation framework for Android device. Means, I go back to the architecture. See, when I send a request from the client to the Appium server, the Appium server will send the request to the UI Automator framework. In this framework, we have two parts. That is the UI Automator driver, and we have one server called UI Automator 2 server, that is runs on Netty server. Okay. So this is the discussion part, and practically I will show you how exactly these drivers are used. Okay. So I have a working code here. You can take any code which is working, and I am using the Eclipse IDE here, and I have the emulator to run this code. Okay, so I have given the device name here and the package and activity name. So now I will run this code. Okay, before that one I need to start the Appium server. Appium server is not running, so Appium server is running. See, if you read this log, I have available devices saying the available drivers XUIT test, and this is a version, and other driver is UI Automator 2, and this is the version. Okay, means our drivers is available here. Okay, means in our architecture this particular driver is available, UI Automator driver is available. Now I will trigger the test here. So drivers are available, and I am running the test. So what this test is, I had to open this app and I had to send one SMS here and get the notification. Yes, so this is running. Okay, it is running. Okay, this is pass, and now we will explain. I will explain where exactly drivers come into picture. See, when I open the log, see, so we will read the log of Appium. What it says, see, available drivers UI Automator 2, the version is 3.8.0. Okay, okay, and see what it did. From the client, it has sent a request to Appium driver. So this is the capabilities which I have mentioned in my script. Okay, so this request has sent to the Appium server. In Appium server, it is calling a method called create session. So Appium driver dot create session. So it is sending it. So it is asking for a new session request. Okay, and it is trying to find the matching driver which I have mentioned in my capability. So what I have mentioned in the capability, I said that platform Android and automation name is UI Automator 2. Okay, these two capabilities are known as a session creation capabilities. Okay, so it is trying to match, attempting to find matching drivers of automation name UI Automator 2 and platform Android. It says the UI Automator 2 drivers was installed and match the capability. Okay, means from the request came from the client server to Appium server, from Appium server it is going to the Appium Android driver. Okay, and here in this part it is creating a session ID. Okay, if you see the logs here, see session, create a session with the WC capabilities. So session ID is created. See, session ID is created, means a link is created between Appium server and the end device by using the driver, that is the UI automator to driver, whereas I am using the Android as a platform. In the same case, when you are working with iOS, I will use the driver called, it will use Appium driver, will use this driver XUIT test driver. Okay, this is the use of drivers in our Appium ecosystem. Okay, now we see that we have the drivers here, it's running fine. Suppose we do not have drivers. Okay, so what I will do, I'll close the Appium server. Yes, let's say CLS, clear it. Now I have run the code with drivers. With driver is available, UI automated to driver is available. Suppose I do not have driver, what will happen? Okay, so see, I have few commands which I will run. See, what the first command, to list down all available Appium drivers, I use this command. Okay, so what I, first of all, I will run the command code here, and I'll open the command prompt, and I will run this command. So by using this command, I can able to view what all the Appium drivers are available. So the command is Appium driver list. Yes, see, listing available drivers. So as I told in Appium log, okay, that is I had two available drivers, that is a XUIT test driver, and I have UI automator to driver. Okay, now I will uninstall. Okay, I will uninstall the driver. So we have one command called Appium driver install, and installation key I had to give this name. So I have, for uninstall I had to give just UI UN I had to use here. So I will say Appium driver uninstall. So I will say this driver I want to uninstall, because already driver is there, the script is running fine. So what happened if I uninstall here and run the script? See, I am using uninstall. So I have the command Appium driver uninstall UI automator 2. This particular driver is getting uninstalled, and then we'll open the Appium driver and we try to run the script. It takes some time to uninstall. See, successfully uninstalled driver UI automator 2. Okay, it's done. So now I do not have any driver for Android. Okay, now I want to run the Appium code. What I will do, I will open the another command prompt, and here I say Appium. I will run the Appium server. See, here also it says available drivers. Previously I used to have two drivers, XUIT test, and I used to have UI automator 2 driver, but I have uninstalled this driver. Now I will run the code here. So it definitely failed because the driver is not available. So how can I create a session ID? Okay, now I'll run the script here. Yes, it failed because it says no session not created exception, cannot start a new session response code. A unknown server side error occurred while processing the command. Okay, why? See, I am sending a request. See, I am sending a request from the client to the Appium server has a capability. Okay, see here, the capability have sent it. Okay, and Appium driver, what it is doing, it is using the create session method. It is trying to create a session ID. Okay, see, it says event new session ID started, encounter error running command, cannot find a driver for automation name UI automator 2 and platform Android. Have you installed a driver that support this capability? No. because previously I used to have this driver. I have uninstalled it. So now the Appium server cannot connect to our end device, that is the simulator, not connected. So it says please install it. Okay, now I will go back to my command prompt. I say install. So I use this command, just I say enter. See, I'm using Appium driver install UI automator 2. Now my UI automator 2 driver getting installed here. In the meantime, I'll close the Appium server. SALS, I'll clear the logs. You see my Appium UI automator 2 driver getting installed. It takes some time. Yes, see, driver UI automator 2, and this is the version successfully installed, and this is the automation name and platform name. And now once again I run this command appium driver list. See, so these are the list of drivers which are available here. Previously I used to have UI automator to 3.8.0. After uninstall and installing it, I got a new version, that is the UI automator to 3.8.2. Okay, and now I run the code once again. Let's start a Appium server here. So in Appium server also log file it is show what all the drivers available. So it is showing the available drivers here. So I run the code. It has to run properly now without any error. So this is the importance of driver component in our Appium ecosystem. Okay. Yes, it sent SMS also. Background Appium server is running. Yes, I got the SMS and it's running fine. See, before uninstalling is working fine. Okay, we have the Appium UI automated driver. What I did, I have uninstalled the UI automated driver. I run the code. It failed because it not created any session ID, because there is no bridge between the Appium server and the end device. So once again I have installed the required Appium UI automated 2 drivers. Once I run the code, it's working fine. So this is the importance of the drivers in our Appium ecosystem. Okay, apart from that one, for each and every thing, every platform we have drivers separately. So if you are working with Android, it may be native application, hybrid application, web application, we have to use UI automator 2 driver. If you are working with iOS or model maybe native, hybrid and web, we have to use XUID test drivers. So if I click on XUID test driver, it will show what are the how I have to install it. It says if I want to install XUID test driver, I had to use Appium driver install XUID test. Same thing, if I want to uninstall, I had to use Appium driver uninstall XUID test. If I want to update, I had to use Appium driver and update XUID test, and version also I had to provide. Okay, this is the importance of driver in our Appium ecosystem. Okay, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Keep learning and happy learning. Thank you. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. As a part of our Appium ecosystem series, today we are going to discuss about the plugins in our Appium ecosystem. Okay, see what exactly the plugins means. In general, the plugin is a software that allows user to add new functionalities to the existing application or web application without changing the application code. Means means it is giving some extra features. It is not affecting our code. The same compared to the APM. Okay, plugins are used in various ways to extend and modify the APM's behavior. Means it is not useful when you are creating the code. Okay, when you are running the code, means when you are running the APM server, it will give some extra features to our APM. Okay, and these are completely optional. Okay, are not all needed for the standard automation functionality. Okay, and in APM we have two types of plugins, that is the official plugins and other plugins. Okay, we'll see what are the official plugins and other plugins. See, these execute driver, images, relaxed cap, universal XML, all the official plugins, and dairy form, OCR, and reporters are the other plugins which are not maintained by the APM team. These official plugins are maintained by the APM team. Okay, let's see how we can able to install the plugin. See, to install the plugin, I had to use the command apm space plugin space install, and I had to give the installation key. What is the installation key is, that's the plugin name. Suppose I have taken example here for images plugin, I had to use apm plugin space install space images. And if you want to use these plugins, see, the plugin must be explicitly activated when launching the APM server. Means when I say, so normally I used to launch the APM server, just I had to use the command prompt and I had to say APM, that's it, and click on enter. But if you want to use, you want to activate these plugins, I had to use APM space double hyphen use hyphen plugin, and I had to equal to plugin name I had to give. Okay, for example, if I want to use images plugin, I had to use APM space double hyphen use hyphen plugins is equal to images. Okay, now we'll go into the practically we do it here. Okay, now I'll open the command prompt and I say APM. Just see, I am running the APM server without any plugin. Okay, see, it says I have the plugin already installed, one plugin not reported. Okay, now I'll close the APM server. Yes, now I want to install the images plugin. Okay, so this is the images plugin. Okay, when I click on the images link here, so how I can able to install, that is the APM space plugin space install images. Okay, now I'll go to command prompt once again. Now I say APM plugin space install, okay, images. Okay, see, when I run the APM previously, there is no available, there is only available plugin is reporter. Now I am installing the images here, images plugin. See, I click on enter. So APM plugin install images is going on. Means it is installing the APM images plugin. See what exactly the images plugin will useful. See, this images plugin is useful to image comparison and find elements by images. Okay, in our coming videos we will discuss about this plugin on how we can able to compare the images and how find the element by the image. Okay, for this video we are just sticking to what exactly the plugin is all about in our ecosystem, APM ecosystem. See, it says plugin images at the rate of 3.0.21 is the version successful install. Now I run the APM server. See, I'm not running with APM server with the plugins. I'm just running only APM. See, it says available plugins. Okay, appium reporter and images. Okay, now as I told, see, the plugin must be explicitly activated when launching the appium server. Okay, means if you normally, if you see this command, okay, I just given the apm, I not given any additional command here. But if you want use this plugin, I had to use my command with some extensions here, apm space this command I had to give and the plugin name. So already we have installed the images, right? So what I will do, I'll kill the appium server here. I close the appium server here, and what I will do, I will just explicitly I am opening the appium server with the plugin. Okay, just so yeah, see appium. So explicitly I am activating the appium server with the plugin. So appium space hyphen use hyphen plugin. Please note that all the plugins has to be explicitly activated when launching the appium server. So all this, see, all these plugins is official plugin or other plugins, all explicitly should activated when the appium server, when you're running the appium server. Okay, so I'll go back to the command prompt. I say plugin, just open this one. Okay, plugin equals to the plugin name, that is images. Okay, now I'll run it. See, you can compare the difference. See, when I run with appium without any extensions, it is there. Now I have run with the plugin. Okay, explicitly I have run the appium server, the plugin. You can see the difference here. So welcome, it says no non default server arguments use plugins images. Okay, you can see the difference here, without any plugin and with the plugin. Appium server with the without plugin and appium server with plugins. Okay, this is the way we can able to use the plugins, okay, in our appium ecosystem. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Appium Guide. Today we are going to discuss about the Appium Doctor. What is Appium Doctor? How to use Appium Doctor and how to install the Appium Doctor and its usages. Okay. See, Appium Doctor comes under the tools component in the Appium ecosystem. Okay. And Appium Doctor is a command line tool. Okay, and Appium Doctor is used to diagnose and fix common Appium configuration issues. Okay, and it is used to validate whether a driver or a plugin has all its prerequisites and other environment details set up correctly or not. So in short, we can say that Appium Doctor is used to verify that our driver and plugins are properly configured or not. Okay, now we will see how we can able to install the Appium Doctor. Okay, we have to run a command, that is npm space install space appium hyphen doctor hyphen g. See, g hyphen g indicates that this package is installed globally and you do not need to install it in each part individually. Okay, let's open the command prompt. Okay, you see in my system already Appium Doctor is involved. The Doctor is installed, so I not want to install once again. But if you want to install in your system, please use this command, that is npm space install space appium hyphen doctor space hyphen g. Okay, now I will verify, as I told that Appium Doctor is already installed in my system. So I'll verify it to check the what version I have installed here. So what I'm doing, I'm running a command appium-doctor Watson. So it will show the which version of Appium Doctor is installed in my system. It says currently I am using 1.16.2 Appium Doctor version. Okay. As I told, Appium Doctor is used to verify that my drivers and plugins are properly configured or not. Okay. How you can able to verify it? So once again I know the command prompt here. So see, in my system, what I will do, I will run the Appium server here to see what all the drivers and plugins are installed in my system. See, available drivers are XUI test and UI automator 2, and plugins I have reported plugin and images plugin. Okay, I'll close this Appium server. Now I will run this command to verify my UI automator 2 driver. Okay, Appium space driver. So I'm verifying the driver here, so I had to give driver here. If it is a plugin, instead of driver I had to give the plugin. Okay, now doctor space UI automator 2. Okay, so I am verifying that UI automator 2 driver is properly installed and configured or not. Okay, see, when you read the log, it says running 7 doctor checks for UI automator 2 driver. Okay, starting doctor diagnosist, and it will verify my Android Android underscore home and all other things. Okay, basically we have two types of fixes, that is the required fixes and 3 optional fixes. So it says it says 0 required fixes needed and 3 optional fixes possible. Okay, these are all the optional manual fixes. Okay, if you want to fix it, you can fix it, otherwise you can just leave it like that. Okay, this is how we can able to verify my drivers that is installed properly or not. Okay, the same thing we can do it for plugins. Instead of Appium space driver, I had to use Appium space plugin space doctor space the plugin name. Okay, like this, the plugin name I had to do it and run the command. Okay, now I'm done doing the for plugin. Okay, apart from this, to verifying this what's it, drivers and packages, Appium Doctor do some more things. That is, okay, Appium will verify the dependencies, okay, of specific test environment before embarking on the test automation. That is, if I use iOS and Android, I can able to check the setup for iOS and Android. Oh, let's do how we can able to verify that my Android test setup is done properly or not. Okay, configuration says. Okay, so once again I'll open the command prompt here. Now I open the command prompt, new command prompt here, and I say Appium doctor h. Here h means help. Okay, so it says these are all the options which is provided by the Appium Doctor. Okay, this is a version and iOS. If I use iOS to check the iOS setup, and for Android I will be able to check the Android setup. So what I will do, I will check the Android setup. So what I have to enter the command here, Appium doctor space doctor space Android. Okay, yeah. So it will check my Android setup here. So it says Android related configuration. Okay, it will check all the my Android related configuration here. So it says, when you read the report, it says Appium Doctor version is this one, and it is checking all the necessary dependencies. Okay, so you check the node.js, node version, Android home, Java home, and all the things what all is necessary dependencies it verified here. Okay, we have necessary dependencies and optional dependencies. Okay, so it verify the all the my necessary dependencies, and next after verifying the necessary dependencies it comes for the optional dependencies. Okay, it has verified here. So whatever the things we have needed, okay, we can able to install separately. Okay, and it will provide two things here, in info and wants, means whatever not all what are not configured dependencies, it shows the warning. Okay, so we have, as I told, that we have optional manual fixes and mandatory manual fixes for these dependencies. Okay, this is how we can able to use Appium Doctor to verify my drivers and plugins. And apart from drivers, verifying the drivers and plugins environment setup, I can able to verify my iOS related configuration and Android related configuration. Okay, so this is the use of Appium Doctor. If you like this video, click on like button and subscribe to my channel. So keep learning and happy learning. Thank you. Bye.